Hey right guys, Trophy Reacts here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 2 of the originals season 2. The first episode got off to a pretty good start with both the originals and the Vampire Diaries actually. I think that both seasons have started off very strong, so I'm hoping we can keep that pace going. But of course we had Marcel kind of bonding with Klaus a bit more. It's good to see those two back being, maybe not best of buds, but you know, they get in there. Hayley's all sad and upset, but understandably so, kind of having the baby with Rebecca, and I did kind of like the detail of how they did the previously on the originals, but it was through Rebecca telling a bedtime story. I thought that was quite cool. But episode 2, guys, if you enjoy, make sure to leave a like, as it does help the video and it does help the channel. And Patreon is linked down below if you do want to join us over on there. We're typically 10 episodes ahead with most shows, but because we're doing the originals of Vampire Diaries side by side, it'll only be like 5 episodes, but that will include the Vampire Diaries as well if you are interested in both of those shows. But for now, guys, let's do this. Oh damn, Spain 1702, the best year in history. Yo, them boots.
All of my efforts to keep this family concealed. Yet debauchery like this has led father directly to us.
Cole?
Holly was the worst. I hated Cole.
There's always time for games.
They're really bringing back all the siblings, aren't they?
Father's always hated you most. Surely he'll chase you if you flee, leaving me here.
I think I mentioned before I've seen Cole, the actor, in person, but it's before I'd watched the originals. Or before he popped up in the Vampire Diaries as well, so I just was watching. I was like, I didn't know who it was, but
He's in no position to argue, given the dagger in his heart. I'll take my chances here.
I find it amusing that you think you have a choice.
no, get right.
But today is not that day.
Right. So did he stay knifed for that entire time up to the vampires? Okay. Using my powers for good. How can he even do that, actually? Vampires don't have... I guess he's a witch now, kind of. I'm never a fan of when they have a character in someone else's body. It's just like, you can't... I don't know, it's hard to get attached.
Come to check up on me.
Well, we've got some corpses around, so...
Day, so Klaus took me out to the cauldron. Wouldn't you know, we ran into some witches.
So would you like me to remove your leftovers?
Yeah, you were just getting comfy. Well, that's... He already, like, presents a towel.
What I did is no worse than anything Klaus has ever done.
I would hope that you would hold
Okay,
yourself to a
sure.
higher standard than Niklaus.
Everything I've done is not as bad as what Hitler's done. Okay, sound logic. It just doesn't even... Sure.
You should have seen her last night, covered in witch's blood and smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah, buzzing.
She is embracing this. With less criticism from you and Hayley, will be just fine.
Hey, Klaus! The mother of your child deserves much better than just fine!
I'm with Elijah. Obviously. I'll keep you with Klaus on this.
First, I need to be sure that you can handle moving up a notch on the food chain.
Also, quite a few people showed up
Ups
then.
and downs,
This guy in his suit.
bloodlust. Imagine hearing the sound of a heart beating.
If only there was someone with whom I could share a bit of roguery. Oh, yes. That's right. There is.
You didn't.
Oh, he did. Cole. Oh, they're kind of the same as what we just saw. In the exact same spot as well.
But make no mistake, Nick. I'm still cross that you daggered me.
For 120 years, I think. I can't remember if Cole was knifed or not when we first saw him. We're thinking back a while with that season 3 of Vampires, maybe.
Frustrating. A novice trying to interpret the work of a master.
God, when he gets out, he's going to cause such havoc, obviously.
All I care about is Marcel and Josh. You kill Klaus, they die too. I can fix that. I have Esther's grimoire, it's just a matter of time.
They can actually do that because we've seen that that spell does work, where they unlink them.
The sooner you perform the spell, the sooner I'll be free to kill the bastard.
The bastard boy! That's the first text he's ever sent her. That's an old iPhone as well, my god.
You gonna grovel at your mother's heels for eternity or what?
Stop it, both of you.
Yeah, he is. He was a simp for his mum. And I never use the word simp, but Finn was a simp.
Wolves in need of a gift only I can provide. Moonlight rings. The witches have been working day and night.
Minecraft.
Soon we will have enough rings for an army.
That was easy.
And when we do, we will pay your brothers a visit.
Klaus and the lodge, you can't just chill out, can they?
We will teach them the unfortunate error of their vampire ways.
Okay. I'm gonna go with you'll get wrecked, but sure.
You're a hybrid now, with heightened senses unlike anything under the sun, besides me.
Hayley's in her, like, overpowered era. She's gonna be OP.
All I can think about is how much I miss my daughter.
Do you think you're alone in that pain?
Have you even thought about her once?
I have not stopped thinking about her.
I reckon he
When
has.
it pains me.
I hope we actually get to see Klaus be a dad at some point. Maybe not this season, but... I mean, this is his way of trying to be a dad against killing all his enemies.
Concentrate.
I like that they're getting more scenes together so far, actually. Oh, hell yeah, they're like the Harry Potter pieces.
46.
Way better.
An entire tenement building. 46 bodies drained.
Well, damn.
Nonsense. It was at least 60. They neglected to check the attic.
I'm shocked no one's like dealt with the originals more throughout the years. Draining 60 people just randomly.
You envy my bond with Marcellus. Niklas, you brought that child into this home.
Who's more of a psycho, Klaus or Cole? Because I feel like we've seen Klaus show mercy before, where Cole just doesn't give a shit. And Klaus doesn't give a shit as well a lot of the time, don't get me wrong, but Klaus is probably worse still when you weigh the scales up.
A white oak stake. It's powerful enough to kill an original.
Did one of them put you up to this?
See, if that stake is used on Klaus, every vampire that he sired dies too.
I know. But what if I do find it? I mean, I am not just gonna give it to Klaus. He and Elijah are both brutal, sadistic monsters.
I do wish I could disagree with you. Although you and I both have excellent reason to find that weapon.
Oh, I wonder where it is.
No, I'm done listening. For a long time, you and your family have had all the power. You manipulate and
Not
kill
wrong.
anyone who gets in your way.
Not wrong.
That time's over. From now on, you can know what it is to be afraid.
That part is wrong. We'll see though, Elijah being afraid. I mean,
She cares for you, and yet how cavalier she was at the jeopardy that you now face.
What are you saying?
She knows the stake will not be used because she knows precisely where it is. She's had it all along.
oh, okay. But did she really give that away that easily? Fair enough.
Hell, you two want?
Rally with me.
Or I'll tear it from your gaping mouth.
We didn't come here to fight, Oliver.
Yeah, good start.
Our pack has been divided by people that want
Is Oliver
us to be
shit
their
down his
slaves.
back?
You're not one of us. Hell, you're not even a wolf. You're a blood-sucking vampire parasite.
You want to say that again?
Oh.
See what happens, Oliver?
Say again, dare you. Do it. Double dare you.
In front of all of them, you can just give them another reason to say yes to Cassie and her moonlight rings.
Well,
yeah, they would rather follow
probably
a
not
witch
wrong.
than you. Me? Hell, I'd rather die than follow you.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't drag this out.
Let him go now.
See, Cole would just kill him, I reckon.
There's your queen. Powerful, fearless, and unlike me, merciful.
He's crying on the floor.
I'm going to find the witch. Seems I need to educate her as to what she may or may not do in my city.
Apparently people were saying like the new season 2 of the Halo show is horrendous, but Joseph Morgan, who plays Klaus, is in it and he's like the best part about it. So, love that. He's in a terrible show, but he's the best part of it.
Then venom to thy work.
Wow, okay, yeah, that's some good acting.
Exchange forgiveness with me, noble harlot.
No.
How many times must I tell you?
See, Cole's just wild.
It's Hamlet, not harlot. Sometimes I don't know why I bother.
What have you done?
I was just introducing Marcellus to the theater.
Yeah, it's buzzing.
Is there no limit to your vile imagination, brother?
If the lad is going to be a vampire, he'll have to learn somehow, won't he?
He can be... So to be a vampire, you have to watch shit like this.
Let him go, Elijah.
Crush his throat. I mean, we know you don't, but...
Thank you, Nick. At least someone knows the meaning of family.
He's going to stab him in the back.
I told you before.
Oh, not in the back.
Marcellus is family.
Yeah. Klaus has an obsession. There's got to be a compilation out there of how many times Klaus has staked one of his family.
Stare at it all you want, but as long as I have this bracelet, I own you.
Correct. I like Davina this season.
Imprison me here. You refuse my help all the while that hybrid monstrosity roams the city.
To be fair, she was pretty good in season 1 as well.
What happened to decorum? Does no one greet their guests
Oh, the smoke
anymore?
machines are out. You can see him puffing around. Well, you're all just hiding in the... Okay, sure. Yeah, sure that was comfortable.
Rather disappointed at how many of my once formidable brethren have been neutered by a 16-year-old girl. Where is she?
The guy on the top left.
As craft moonlight rings without my permission.
Klaus.
Oh, there we go. Family reunion.
I've been expecting you.
I've been expecting you. Can we just get the real Esther back, please?
Allow me to offer a few words of advice, if I may be so bold.
Go for it.
New Orleans is a vicious place, and your enemies are everywhere. Behind your back, before your eyes.
Little does he know.
I've already begun to take precautions. In fact, I'm taking them as we speak.
Ooh. Get dunked on, I guess.
Dear witch.
Oh, you let that one up quick.
Surprise, love.
Don't look so surprised, love. I couldn't be...
The harvest girl that told them all to shove it. I'm a lot like you. Don't really believe in rules and authority. Your courage should be celebrated.
He's American in real life, isn't he? Don't be so surprised, love.
You're stalling.
Well,
It's not creepy at all. Watching me on my own date.
no, but he was born in London. Because he does an American accent. Well, yeah, so he does an American accent in Teen Wolf then. Or is he British in Teen Wolf? I can't remember.
Anyone who's ever wanted to kill an original is going to be coming after you.
Fine. Let them try.
Dee, come on, just tell me where you are.
She's on the main street. Shouldn't be that hard to find her.
Some fella just announced they were closing for a private party.
We should leave now.
Well, what's your rush, sweetheart?
Well.
Why don't you stay and party with us?
Get out of our way now.
And right.
Can you do that with the rest of them, or?
Not all at once.
Well, you could just go like that. Just do your big arms. Oh, wow, okay. Elijah's about to bust down the door on her. What does that mean? He can get out? Oh my god, no. Oh dear. I assume she can put him back in though. Elijah. Huh? Oh no, god, he got there rapid.
Dogs.
He is OP. And the man's getting bullied. Jesus, this went to shit quick. Oh. Davina, you're more OP than this, come on.
Oh no. What an interesting turn of events.
It's so bad so quick.
I'm going to enjoy this girl.
And there we go.
Father.
God, I thought they'd wait a few more eps for them to reunite.
We have some unfinished business as well.
Oh.
We're getting out of here.
Yeah, we are.
I'm selling you my bracelet. I can use it to control him.
God, it just shows how OP Michael is still.
Stop.
Bro.
Go back now.
Ha! Michael's been dead for how long? And he can still just come in and wreck Elijah like it's nothing.
Something to say? Not me, mate. Not a bloody thing.
Not a bloody thing.
Chamomile. It's the same tea my mother made. Oh, I loathed it.
Would
Does
you
he
have
know?
preferred mint?
You know, she was insane.
I think he's maybe has an idea.
She was the true monster. She changed her children, stole our innocence, made us vampires, condemned us to an eternity of bloodlust.
Yeah, she very contradicts what she contradicts herself a lot, to be fair, Esther does. Like, she did this.
Question me, Klaus?
You use my full name, as though we are familiars. I find it insulting. Before she died, a witch revealed that your coven was under my mother's influence. Does she speak to you now?
More than that.
Know exactly what she would say. She would tell you to go to your room for being so rude.
Oh, roll up.
It's okay.
Where's the wolf guy who looked like Jack from This Is Us?
I will happily kill them all.
Then you will have murdered members of the very pack you still hope to someday lead.
Still, Klaus, come on, bro.
Good night, Klaus. We will speak again soon.
God, I thought they'd hold off a bit on all this, but fair enough.
Looked into that girl's eyes, and I swear to you, Elijah, she is not just guided by our mother, she is our mother.
What is happening?
I'm going to kill her.
Fair enough.
Boil
Again.
her bones and feed them to the dogs if that's what it takes.
And then she'll come back again in season 4.
What could possibly be more important than the return of our mother?
Our father.
Yeah.
Saw him standing there in the flesh as you do now. The stake. If she chooses to release him.
Yeah, you're done. They gotta make an ally out of Davina.
And there's only one question we need to ask, isn't
I
there?
mean, can they really do that at this point, especially with Klaus?
Which of our parents do we kill first?
Michael's clearly the bigger threat out of him and Esther.
Now you might well consider me a hypocrite to betray you as I have, but for his sake...
They can still hear, can't they? They're still like aware.
You must sleep.
I think, because when their eyes are open, they're like bobbing around. That's even worse. Oh, that's horrible. Like being trapped in the coffin and being aware.
What is it? Remove him. You brought him here. He's your burden to bear. If indeed we are to accommodate this little scavenger.
Come now, little warrior. Let's have another go at the bard, shall we?
It's interesting seeing the flashbacks more with Marcel and Elijah's bond, because we've seen Klaus and Marcel's bond a few times, but seeing it with Elijah and Marcel.
Almost got me killed. Those wolves didn't just go after Davina, they almost attacked me.
I'm aware. I gave the order.
What?
The attack had to look convincing.
Look at my head. This isn't gonna heal for weeks. I haven't had a scar in 1,000 years.
You'll live.
Boo-hoo.
She will seek you out to apologize for what she perceives as an attack she caused, as I planned.
Well, I've had enough of your plans. You stick me in this body. You force me to sneak around like some common toady. If this is the brand new life that you planned for me, then you can have it back.
Oh, mate. You were sat in a coffin for hundreds of years. I think you'll be fine.
Have I made myself clear?
Yes.
Oh, mate.
How did Davina tear apart a pack of vicious wolves?
Because she's a witch. Like, no offense, witches are OP. When they choose to be.
Well, I wish I knew. I was knocked out during the attack.
Oh, okay.
Never saw a thing.
Right. He's keeping it to himself. Why? Because he sees it as like an advantage, I guess.
I have people looking all over this city. She is gone.
No doubt to protect Mikael while he recovers from the wounds he sustained.
Wound? He did get a few wounds, I guess.
I can't even go into the quarter without risking my damn life. And I used to run the quarter. And now Michael's back. The vampire who hunts vampires. You really think that works in my favor?
I like Marcel. He's gone back to how he was, thankfully.
You want allies, right? Look around. This is ground zero for a new vampire community. Now you may think that you're better than us, but we're all you got.
And why would I play benefactor to a collection of lost children?
That's right. You never were any good with children.
Ooh, like the past. Okay. Well.
Her name's Gia. I fed her my blood a few hours ago.
Oh, she knew that was
when
gonna
she
happen.
wakes up, she's gonna need a mentor. I hope that you do better with her than you did with me.
Hopefully she's more interesting than she seems to be, character-wise. She hasn't really said much, has she? I'm all down for Elijah being a mentor. That sounds kind of cool, but the originals, yeah, she doesn't seem the most interesting just yet. Like, she's played the violin and then hasn't said anything. I mean, she said a little bit last episode, but that's really about it. Alright, there we go, guys. That is the original Season 2, Episode 2. Pretty good episode. Like I say, I'm a bit conflicted still on the bringing all the originals back, because, I mean, just parts of it feels like there's no consequence to storylines that we've gone through in the Vampire Diaries more so than this show. But at the same time, it is kind of cool that like Michael's coming back. So I always said with Michael, I felt like they killed him off way too soon because he just felt like such a big threat. And then spoilers for the Vampires, I guess, if you haven't watched Season 3. But then he like kind of came back and then they killed him off within a few episodes. And then they just showed him in flashbacks, but now they're bringing him back. So yeah, it is cool, like, as to being back, Finn and Cole, like, having the whole family kind of be there. It's like, that is a good idea. I like it. But at the same time, it kind of makes storylines in the Vampire Diaries feel so pointless now in some way, and all this build up to try and take down one original, and they finally do it. Like when they killed off Cole and actually killed off Finn, it felt like a big accomplishment. Like, wow, they actually planned this out. The plan worked after some bumps along the road, and now they've killed an original. Well done, I guess. And then you get to hear it. It's like, no, they didn't. They're actually kind of back now, if that's okay with you. So obviously, with the writers, they didn't know they were going to go on to do a spin-off show and have this many seasons, I'm sure, when they started the Vampire Diaries. But it's like, in hindsight, you kind of wish they had planned parts of this just a bit more, where they could have set this up a bit better. But it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, really. It's just more like, say, if you were ever to rewatch the Vampire Diaries originals, which if I was to ever do, it would not be for a long time because it's taken up so much of my life already. Yeah, it just feels like you get to those storylines and just feels so like pointless watching them, because be like, yeah, and you know, there's more going on during those storylines. So it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, and Davina's good. I do like these characters at the moment where they're kind of out. We didn't see Cammy at all this episode, which is fine, to be honest. She wouldn't have really done much. Yeah, Elijah having a mentor is a good idea. I like the bond between Klaus and Hayley at the moment. I like that with the flashbacks we saw more of Elijah and Marcel, because we've seen a lot of Klaus and Marcel in the past. So that was pretty good as well. Yeah, overall, good episode. I think I preferred up one a little bit, but I do think this, again, the originals always does this well. Like, the first half's good, then the second half's like really great, which I'm fine with. So I'll go just below an 8 with this one. I think like a 7.7 out of 10 or 7.6. Like I say, pretty good episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. And I'll see you next time for episode 3. Until then, take care. Peace.